Okay, here we are dissecting a clam, which is of course a mollusk bivalve. So if you imagine this region here is the umbro, and the concave region will be the anterior end, a convex side will be the posterior end. So this is the ventral, this is dorsal. We remove this, which I've already done, and then internally we will see the structures. There's a anterior adductor and a posterior adductor. Good to work those out first, because then you'll be well orientated. Internally we have a mantle which contains all body organs within it. So there's one fold of the mantle on one side and one on the other side behind all this. So I'm going to lift up one fold now. So out that comes. I'm going to peel that out of the way, and now we are looking internally at the organ systems of this muscle. So what do we have? Well, we've got the other side mantle just here. Then we have a foot, a visceral mass, and then this structure here is the tenidia. Okay, so I'll pause and I'll cut away this mantle now so we can look more clearly. Okay, so I've cut away the mantle from one side. We now see this tenidia, and I can actually lift and fold that back. Normally it's going to sit there over the top of the visceral mass. We can lift and fold that out the way as well, and here is that main visceral mass. Within here, the darker area is going to be where our gastric glands are, and this area will be where genitals are. It'll be a yellower tissue internally. We can't see that because it's actually not very well developed gonads at the moment. Up here are the labial palps, and you can see those, a little pair of these structures, and that there is the mouth just in here, and that is a labial palp coming off of it. So I poke in like so. I will go internally to the mouth. Okay, so how does it work feeding structure wise? Well, if I move this ever so slightly this way, we will find that we have down this way our in-current and ex-current siphon. You'll note that the in-current is ventral, and I can actually poke right through. There we are. And then the water will effectively come into the mantle cavity via this region. It'll be pulled through the tenidia, and it will go back out via an ex-current siphon just here. When it crosses the tenidia, going from out to in, it will actually cause sediments and food particles to be gathered. They'll adhere to a little string of mucus, and they'll be passed back to the mouth. It's actually cilia moving the food particles to the mucus and then moving it to the mouth. Okie dokes. So those are the major structures externally. If I now take this, well, I say externally, once we've opened the shell, if I move this tenidia again, we can actually look in and we can just see a very slight pink heart just here. Okay. Okay, we're actually now in the pericardial cavity of the clam here. So this is our ventricle leading to an auricle, and there's our dorsal blood vessel. And this yellow structure here is the kidney. So those are our regions of the pericardial cavity. So just if I can poke them out: ventricle, auricle, vessel, kidney. There we go.